What's going on, everyone? iLootGames here, back with another video, and we have some interesting things to talk about. Recently, there were claims from NRG Rogue that Tufi was arrested and dealing with huge fines from EA. Here is the exact quote from Rogue.
That man is going through the court process right now. Tried to warn him, tried to tell everybody. But yeah, our dude is now buried under legal fees.
Double scam.
Not even joking. EA got a hold of that dumb fuck. Straight punished his ass.
This was then shared by Titanfall blog, aka Dexerto, probably the largest voice in the Apex community, and then spread everywhere. So I wanted to verify whether this was true or not. So I reached out to Tufi, the hacker man himself, to see if he would respond. Oh, and since this video is sponsored, I'm going to do a giveaway with a super low goal. If we hit 5,000 likes on this video, I'll give away 3,000 Apex coins. Plus, you get to play with me on stream, which I'll then use that gameplay in one of my upcoming videos. To enter, you simply make sure you're subscribed with the notifications on, hit the like button, and then follow the link in the pinned comment down below to verify your actions. This is all thanks to WEBULL, an online trading and investing platform that is not only friendly and safe, but comes with super advanced trading metrics that allows the people that want to deep dive into the matrix to take their trading to the next level. You can trade stocks and ETFs with zero commission and zero contract fees with full extended hours trading. Buy or sell cryptocurrencies with a minimum of only $1 investment 24 hours a day. There is no minimum deposit required to open a brokerage account, no account maintenance fee or management fee. And to top that off, if you're located in the USA and use my referral link down below, WEBULL is giving you 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850 when you deposit at least $100 into your account. Remember, there are no fees for withdrawals and no fees for deposits. You can even transfer your stock from other apps for free. That's free money just to show you're interested in using the app. So what are you waiting for? Invest into your future today with the link down below and support the channel, because when you deposit that $100, not only do you get free stock, I get free stock. Now let's get back to the video. So I reached out to Tufi, the hacker man himself, to see if he would respond. And what do you know? He did. He is still available, and in fact, he shared some very vague details about possibly having talked to Respawn directly at one point recently, which may have resulted in such rumors being spread. It more so sounded like someone may have reached out to him and he told them to go F themselves. He then proceeded to actually post a video on YouTube showing he was not arrested or in trouble. So what exactly is happening here? How does one of the largest Apex Legends streamers come with what sounded like pretty solid views on what has happened? He seemed pretty convinced, which makes me think someone may be blowing smoke up his butt, or he's taking public information and just deciding to run with it. So what has happened in the public rumor mill that may have sparked this information? Well, there is a guy who claims to have doxed Tufi, and in fact has talked to me before about this doxing he did on Tufi. He publicly claimed to send that information to EA, and perhaps people were running with that as a sort of, we got him moment. However, I question the validity of this information because this guy shortly after then threatened to expose me for being on Tufi's Discord server, which, spoiler alert, I am. That's how I talked to Tufi. He also went on to say he was going to expose me for saying I ran a cheat website along with helped show hackers how to do exploits. At this point, it became very clear to me the level of clout chasing, which means I honestly have a hard time trusting anything the guy says, whether or not he may have good intentions behind it at all. It's really hard to tell now. As anyone who watches my streams or follows me on Twitter knows, yes, I did run a cheat site about 10 years ago when I was a kid, like actually underage. I did a whole lot of black hat hacking, but I eventually came to the mindset of, yeah, this isn't cool, I shouldn't be doing this. I share that story often on stream as just a way to let people know that the things you do when you're young may seem of no consequence, but that's not the case. It's important to grow up and move on from those types of things. You kind of feel like you're invincible when you're young. I actually talked to Apex devs about that part of my past too. In fact, since then, I was even invited to private testing for Riot Games Valorant to help with their anti-cheat. I now use that same curiosity of how a game works to data mine and enjoy the games I play. I have the same message for those who attempt to mess with EA. While it's seemingly fun in games, there is a risk that EA could indeed reach out and touch Tufi's real life. Those watching that support Tufi, and yes, there are many watching that do support Tufi, whether because they are cheaters themselves or they just like to see the chaos that Tufi brings, they may say, well, what can they do? He's just using cheats. It's not illegal to use cheats. While I do generally agree with that statement, Apex Legends is in a unique position. Normally, modification of a piece of software falls under the Fair Use Act, as it really only affects the end user. But seeing as Apex Legends is nearly all online play, there is a tiny bit of a loophole, as you can't claim that it doesn't have any impact on other people. In late 2017, game developer Epic Games, producer of Fortnite, filed a complaint for copyright infringement and breach of contract against a 14-year-old cheater nicknamed CR. CR had downloaded cheats for Fortnite and then streamed himself playing on YouTube. Epic Games claimed this conduct violated copyright law because, by the installation of code modifying the local copy of his game, CR had essentially created a derivative copy of the game. And when he live streamed the game, this counted as a distribution of that derivative work. When asked for comment, Epic Games said that the lawsuit stems not from CR using the cheat, but for publishing what amounts to a how-to guide promoting it on his YouTube channel. This may be the easiest way for EA to come for Tufi. That or some sort of civil level for harassment. So essentially, Tufi creating videos and sharing them is more likely to be what puts him at legal risk rather than the activity he is doing in the videos. However, we also have to keep in mind he is not in the United States, so that really muddles what laws can apply to him. And I'm sure there's some genius already typing out a comment saying, but there were cheaters arrested in China just recently. But you have to understand, in all of the cases where you've seen stings on cheaters, it's either they were DOSing, which is really interesting because we know there's a ton of DOSers on console, or they are cheat creators. Now remember, Tufi is not a cheat creator, he is just a user. As always, I try to approach these pieces of news that I know have a lot of charged emotions from a very objective view. I always try to remember that I am not the person to be judging people here. I just present information. It's easy to make a freak out video about Tufi to get clicks, but I think it's important we all sit back and approach this the correct way rather than lose our minds. Being informed, I think, is much more important than just being entertained or riled up. If Tufi does fall off the earth though, I will be the first to let you know. I love to present the facts, my point of view, and then I want to hear your guys' point of view down in the comment below, because that's really what this is all about. The last things we need to go over is that there was a patch today for Apex that fixed a few things and activated the first Flash Arena event. Let's first look at the Flash Arena event before going over the nerfs and buffs from this patch. Prove yourselves legends and you will be rewarded. My arenas are a sea of pure combat where two squads fight to prove their superiority. Today I am offering a flash challenge. Compete in the arenas to earn points and claim the prizes below. You will have 1 week to secure them. New flash challenges will be offered at my discretion. Now, let us begin. The prize track will be crafting material and Apex packs. Nothing too big, but they get better as we go. With this patch, they actually fixed a few things and nerfed a few things. Let's take a look at the patch notes. Fixed an error that was preventing players from logging in. Array index 1 is out of range. Arena matches will now end if there are no players left on the enemy team. Arenas should now track time survived more consistently. Arenas should no longer display the Apex Legends screen transition with incorrect textures sometimes. Fix low detail player models in the lobby. Goodbye derpy blob legends, you will be missed. Valkyrie's passive no longer highlights players that are not alive and or in spectator mode. Bloodhound will no longer be able to see tracking markers for Valkyrie while she's using her jetpack. This is a temporary measure done to improve stability. We'll look to restore this in a future patch. Address an error with the stats page, which was triggered by switching back and forth between arena stats and battle royale stats. Valkyrie bundle promo image now properly directs players to the in-game store and general stability improvements. Late afternoon playtest playlist update. Fixed a rock on Phase Runner that lacked collision detection, no more hiding inside ghost rocks. Spitfire adjustments. Per bullet damage decreased from 19 to 18 damage. Purple gold mag size reduced from 55 to 50. Bokaki bow adjustments. Max charge body shot damage decreased from 70 to 60. Charge uptime increased from 0.54 to 0.56. Deadeye's tempo charge uptime increased from 0.32 to 0.38. Stack size decreased from 16 to 14. Inventory slot count decreased from 48 to 28. So those are some pretty big nerfs to the bow. So go out there and try out the changes and let me know what you guys think of them. There's also currently a bug with Watson fences not slowing people when they are hit with them, which makes a bad pub legend even worse. This hopefully will be fixed in a patch coming out next week, according to Ryan Rigney. Until then, Watson's pub tier has been downgraded from D tier to D tier, so sorry about that. That's going to be it from me. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you on stream tonight at twitch.tv/iLootGames. Take care.